The reason for the season, the little drummer boy, Tim style. Run them gifts to me, run 'em, run, run. Begging for tips, I sing like a bum, 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 bum. Y'all's Tim worshipers, I'll smile and laugh at y'all. Y'all's dumb, 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 dumb. Work naked like a mule. How come, 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 how come, 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 how come, 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 come. My hands may still be cursed from the chum, 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 chum. A big old chum. Big old. All right, y'all. Before I jump into my reaction for the recent video, let me first of all thank you guys for being active in the comments. I definitely want to recognize you heavy Tim worshipers, heavy Tim followers, you cakes for fakes supporters. I want to definitely thank you guys. I hear what you guys are saying. I hear you guys, Captain, Schmapton. You need to be on the bench. Coach Tim, if he's your coach, he needs to put you on the bench. With the way you're moonlighting on Team Megan, you're moonlighting on Team Lily. If I was Coach Tim, I would put you on the bench. Your moonlighting is evil. It's nothing short of evil. I hear you guys. If you're loving on Megan, then you're hating on Tim. If you're loving on Grandma Lily, then you're hating on our Pastor Tim. And so as such, you should be on the bench. All right, listen. I hear you guys. I definitely hear you guys. You guys are wilding in those comments, but keep them coming. Keep them coming. But in the meantime, I digress. Today, I'm going to be providing my reaction for the recent Resurrection Ranch video where Tim talks about being American or Americant. And initially, I was excited. Once again, I was excited about that. Until I went kind of into my memory and I remembered that, Tim, you informed us on a couple of occasions that you don't promote any political folks. You don't promote any politics. And so I'm thinking like, okay, well, if you don't promote any politicians, that means that you don't vote, right? If I'm hearing that correctly, it means that you do not vote. And although that is your right, some people say that's un-American not to vote, but it's your right. And I also recalled that you said that although you don't roll with President Obama, you definitely can stand with Martin Luther King. And I do want to remind you that the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a huge proponent. He was a huge instigator. He was a huge promoter. He was a huge promoter for the Voting Rights Act. And people were killed. People were assaulted. People battled. People struggled. People suffered for getting the Voting Rights Act passed. And so if you stand with the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., that would imply that you stand with the Voting Rights Act, which would imply that you would be an active participant in the voting process, which of course would be truly American. But apparently you've thrown all that out the window when you decided that you're not going to support any type of politics. I imagine as a veteran, with Grandma Lily being a veteran, I imagine that it would break her heart to see you standing on the sideline, for you to imply that you're a warm-blooded American. For a veteran of Grandma Lily's stature, I imagine it would break her heart to see you standing on the sideline. It would break her heart if you appeared to be double-faced or two-faced or double-minded. I'm sure it would break Grandma Lily's heart. And as captain of Team Tim, I truly have to say, Coach, you can do better, Coach. Now, at the start of the video, Tim informed us that the true reason why he did not give Grandma Lily one of those prefabricated chicken coops, the reason why he hoarded the 2 big old chicken coops for the farm, and the true reason why he didn't give one to Grandma Lily was that he wanted to practice. He wanted to practice and build his confidence up for the porch, the farm porch that he's going to build himself. So that was the true reason. Regardless of what he told us, I guess, Tim, you came full circle and you admitted that it's really all about you and your practice. Never mind the fact that you have decided to build that porch, that big old porch, that biggest, baddest porch. We already knew how that quote, that porch contractor quote, we already knew how that hustle was going to play out. We already knew. We were just waiting to hear your narrative on it, Coach. We were just waiting to hear it. We were like sitting back like, hey, let's see how creative Tim can get on this one. I mean, it seemed pretty obvious that he was going to go in and try to hustle them out of that quote, whether he paid them at all or whether he got the quote and just said, oh, it's too much money, although he was bragging on how much money he was willing to spend. We just wanted to see how it was going to play out. We just wanted to see how creative you would be with the narrative on this, Tim. And I have to say that you delivered. In this case, you delivered.
And this is our mobile home, Emma, here. And a big, amazing porch build that's about to happen on this mobile home here. This is the one I was telling y'all about on the last video. Well, I'm practicing on building a porch. I'm practicing with my mom's chicken coop because I'm building the chicken coop basically just like I'm gonna be building our porch on this mobile home here. And it's gonna go to full length and it's gonna be amazing. And so, but I need to get my build my faith up a little bit because like I said, we decided to build a porch ourselves. We had contracted out or got a couple quotes and things like that, but we can pretty much cut the price in half as far as you know, what are the costs to build this porch, because we'll only be paying for material. But we're getting ready to head to Grandma's house and get ready to.
A bit later, Tim blesses us, and I mean blesses us viewers. He blesses us with work. And you know, Coach, we love to see you work. So you blessed us with plenty of work, less talking, less preaching, almost no preaching. And then we're like, yes, Tim, yes. Working and not talking, working and not speaking, working and not preaching. But please, Coach, please instruct those kids in proper work site safety. Please, especially when you have it on camera. Please inform those kids. Please teach them that having on safety glasses with a nail gun, hammer, wood, etc. Having on safety glasses is nearly as important as them having on their baseball caps. So I remember on the previous video, you kind of chastised Titus about not wearing his baseball cap to the work site. Everybody knows that a baseball cap is not, that's not safety equipment. But please instruct them on proper safety gear. Please instruct them about being safe on a work site. After all, you are the coach. So let's get to coaching. midway through the coop flooring joist build, Tim says, well, let's flip the camera and see what you think about it, Megan. And as soon as he flipped that camera, we were reminded, you heavy Tim worshipers, what Tim would call you Megan haters. But for the rest of us objective viewers, we were reminded that even though Megan was working full time as camera woman, she was still responsible for caring for and supervising those boys. She had Benjamin on her hip, of course, and she was balancing Benjamin with the camera. So we were reminded that Megan is always being overextended. She's always being overextended by y'all's pastor, by y'all's king. She's always being overextended. Just bear in mind, if Tim would have just simply set up a tripod and maybe let Grandma Lily do some of the filming, between a tripod and Grandma Lily filming, Megan could have stayed at home. She could have stayed at the farm with those boys in a more comfortable environment. But for some reason, Tim, you felt like the best play for this particular script was for Megan to not only break her back, but to be actually caught on film, considering that you do all the editing, Tim, to be caught on film overextending herself yet again. Come on, coach.
Go ahead and get some OSB so we can go ahead and sheathe the floor after we get
It'll
it
be
framed.
quick, huh?
And then we'll be able to work on the roof easier. We won't have to
I
build more
got
ladders
you.
and
Oh,
stuff
that
like
makes sense. Yeah.
So after we get these floor joists in, which shouldn't take long, they should be all the same exact measurement because everything is square and everything. Should be able to cut them all and then install them all and pop them in real quick. And then we'll probably go and ride to the lumber yard again and get a couple sheets of plywood and get those installed as well.
Perfect. Sounds great. Y'all are rolling.
That's right. Yeah. Let me get your perspective on what you think.
Okay, good.
How's it looking, Benjamin? Is it looking good so far?
He's a little bit grumpy right now. Just a little bit grumpy.
Yeah.
And while Megan was giving her opinion, I saw and we noticed how you tried to sneak in. Well, you think I can do anything, don't you? Tried to sneak it in, right, coach? To which Megan's response was, she just kept on talking about that coop. She said, Tim, you can't distract me with that nonsense. If I wanted to talk about how great you were, Tim, I would have led with that. Boy, oh boy, my coach.
So seeing me build this grandma's chicken coop so far, are you encouraged about me building the porch on your house or discouraged?
I don't have any doubts about you. That's probably like, you probably get upset at me about that because I'm always like, oh yeah, he can do it. He can handle it, I don't have any like sympathy on you or sympathy for
you. think I can do everything?
I'm not like, oh, don't worry about that, sweet husband. I'm like, oh, my husband can do it.
No, don't do it.
I don't have to worry about it. I can break some. He'll fix it,
Yeah. All right, y'all here, all of my ladies. I got two ladies. Got mama, and then mama. Well, I got mama, and then mama. I call them both mama.
Yeah.
But I got grandma and my wife, and the mother of my household. They're both pleased with how everything's looking so far, and so we're gonna keep it rolling. You think I can do everything? You think I can do everything? You think I can do everything?
All right. Later on in the video, Tim decided to add a little bit of action to the filming, a little bit of action to the show by forcing those boys to get up on those floor joists for that coop. Forcing those boys with those muddy boots, those slippery, muddy boots. Okay? You heavy Tim worshipers. Let me hear about you. How you going to defend that? Forcing those boys to get up on those joists with their muddy, slippery boots. Nothing? Nothing? It builds character? Busting your head builds character. Talk about work site safety, but he forced the boys up there to walk around. He joked about them busting their lip. Not sure how that was a joke. It was a real possibility. The probability was very high on that. especially with young Noah. And considering that he's still working on his balance, still developing his balance. But you forced him up there, so we were shocked to see that. Except for the heavy Tim followers who say, well, that's just good parenting. That's just teaching boys how to be men, even though they're years away from becoming men. Busting your head is part of becoming a man. Really? I can't wait. Go ahead, get up in the comments. You don't have to wait.
All right, boys, let's see if it's strong. Y'all get on up there. Let's see who's gonna fall first.
Oh yeah, you got on good piece.
Oh yeah.
All over. Grandma gonna love that.
Exactly.
I said it on 1 feet.
Oh yeah.
1
You
foot.
go fall.
Let's see who's gonna fall and bust their lip first.
Foot.
Let's see, Tyler's going from board to board. You supposed to walk all the way down that way, Tyler.
What?
Not that way, that way. Step from board to board. Make sure they all strong. There you go. Keep walking.
I can't. Oh, that's the.
Almost, Ty. You got it, Ty. Almost.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Now you get to the solid one. There you go. What y'all think? Is it solid?
Yeah.
Solid enough for some chickens and some rabbits? Let's see. Jump up and down. Let's see if it's shaking. Y'all see any shaking?
Oh.
The nail gun, you can barely even hear it vibrating. I think we're about ready to build a porch on IAG Farms. For real. And this is I'm gonna build our porch on a different level than this. This is 4x4 construction. I'm gonna do 6x6. I may even do 2x8s on for the floor joists, 2x10s or something like that. Like go big, go home.
I'm excited.
That's right.
So now, before we could fully get over the shock of seeing the boys up there, Tim being Tim, my coach being coach, he forced Grandma Lily up there on the joist as well. Holy moly. And Grandma Lily reminded us viewers that she's not a typical grandma. And although we can accept the fact that mentally you might be a little bit tougher, when it comes to those muscles and joints, you're just like every other 70-year-old grandmother out there, which means you can bust your butt, you can crack your head, you can break a bone, just like the other folk, and especially the other grandmas out there. But I guess Coach needed some action shots. He joked about having insurance. You joked about it, Tim. You joked about getting emails from your viewers talking about having Grandma Lily up there. You joked about getting emails. And Tim, we know that you're just saying that, based on the comments that you're reading on these other platforms, you know that you're going to get some kind of flack from at least from Grandma Lily being up there. Possibly from the boys being up there as well. I'm not sure which scenario was more unsafe. Having 3 boys up there trying to balance, or having a 70-year-old grandma up there trying to balance for the sake of nothing. But that's my coach.
Yeah, so let's let her come out and give her perspective and walk across it. I don't know if I need to let her walk across it or not, because I don't want y'all getting on me. If Mama fall, y'all gonna blame me. So let's turn around and see what Grandma thinks. Come on down here, Grandma, and see if you're satisfied with this floor. Think?
I'm walking across the look.
Y'all watch out. Let her get up there.
True test.
Y'all be ready to catch her.
True test. One.
Make sure you get on this.
Yeah, your boot's kind of muddy now, so watch. That man got his grandma up there walking on them boards. I can hear the emails already.
I told you I'm not the average grandma.
Exactly. And then folks be calling you my grandma because I call you grandma.
Oh.
I call her grandma because I got all the grandkids. Because if I call her mama, my kids be calling her mama. And I call her mama because so my kids will call her mama.
That's right.
Some folks will understand it, some folks not. We ain't worried about the haters. All right, she going back. And we do have USAA insurance, so we're gonna get you to the hospital, if you have a fall. All right, what you think, Grandma?
Hey,
Solid?
Solid.
Did the floor shake any?
Not at all.
Good.
None.
And we didn't even do any racking in the middle. I don't think I gotta do none.
This floor is
Cause it's only 5 foot. It's only 5 foot, so it should be good. All right, so grandma's pleased, y'all. One more look. We ain't worried about the haters. I don't want y'all getting on me. We ain't worried about the haters. We ain't worried about the haters. I don't want y'all getting on me.
Now, I'm sure it was just me, but did it appear to anybody else that based on that roof height and based on the height of the coop floor, the only people that are going to be able to walk around in that rabbit hutch, the only people that are going to be able to walk around in there are Titus, Noah, Tim, and maybe little Benjamin once he starts crawling around. But it seems like they're the only ones that are going to be able to get around in that rabbit hutch based upon that roof height. But maybe I'm off in my estimation. Please put it in the comments if that's going to be functional, or if they're going to have to, even Grandma Lily, is she going to have to crawl around in that hutch? Is she going to have to crawl around in that chicken poop in order to access those eggs or what have you, whatever she's got to access inside of there? But great job on the flooring, Coach. Although clearly that flooring is overkill. And I couldn't help but feel like, holy moly, why are we overkilling this chicken hutch, this rabbit coop? Why are we overkilling? I know you're practicing for your farm porch, but why are we overkilling this flooring, considering that the flooring inside of Grace, the flooring inside of the ranch, the flooring inside of Grandma Lily's home, the kitchen flooring and the other half of the flooring is still raggedy. Come on. Come on. Come on, Coach. All right. That's it. That's it for my reaction to that recent Resurrection Ranch video about Tim being un-American. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please chop it up in the comments as usual. You heavy Tim supporters, I expect to see you guys in full force, especially on this particular video. Bring Tim with you if he's not already there before you. If he's not in the comments before you, bring Tim with you. It's not a comment area without Tim being in there, so that at least he can claim that he's getting emails. I do want to shoot out some love to my current subscribers. Thank you for showing me that love. For those viewers that have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing so that we can continue to shine that light. Until next time.